Imagine a world without paper money, an era when trading goods and services relied entirely on barter trade, or exchanging coins made of precious metals. The evolution of paper money revolutionized economies and societies, transforming the way we conduct transactions and perceive value. In this video, we'll explore the intriguing origin of paper money, starting with whose idea it was, the forces that led to its emergence, who opposed it, why it became the ideal form of currency, and how it works in the modern world. Whose idea was it? The concept of paper money dates back to ancient China during the Tang Dynasty, 618 to 907 AD. Although it wasn't officially recognized as paper money at the time, the idea of using promissory notes, called jiaozi, to represent value was introduced as early as the 7th century. The actual development of paper currency as we know it, however, is credited to the Song Dynasty, 960–1279 AD. During this period, the booming economy and increased trade required a more efficient exchange system than the traditional use of copper coins. The innovation of paper money is often attributed to merchants who, tired of the impracticality of carrying large amounts of heavy coins for long-distance trade, began using receipts issued by trustworthy individuals or institutions, guaranteeing the value of the goods or coins deposited, thus introducing the idea of money that was portable, secure, and representative of a stored value. What forced its emergence? The necessity for paper money was driven by several factors, the most significant being the economic expansion and the limitations of metal currency. As China's economy grew, the demand for currency increased exponentially. The existing supply of metal coins, primarily made of copper, could not keep up with this demand, leading to shortages and inflation. Moreover, transporting large quantities of coins over long distances was not only physically exhausting but also risky due to the prevalence of bandits. The inefficiency and impracticality of using metal coins for large-scale transactions prompted the government and merchants to seek alternative methods of facilitating trade. Paper money provided a solution to these problems by offering a lightweight, easily transportable medium of exchange that could represent significant value without the need for physical coins. Who opposed it? Despite its advantages, the introduction of paper money was met with resistance from various quarters. They were accustomed to the tangible value of metal currency and were wary of trusting a piece of paper to hold the same value. Additionally, counterfeiting became a significant concern. The idea of paper money was revolutionary, but it also introduced the risk of fraud, as unscrupulous individuals began producing counterfeit notes. The government had to implement strict measures to combat counterfeiting, including the use of special inks, designs, and government-issued seals to authenticate paper currency. Another source of opposition came from the general populace, who were initially hesitant to accept paper money as a legitimate form of payment. People were accustomed to the intrinsic value of metal coins, and it took time for them to trust that a piece of paper could represent the same value. Why was it the ideal form? Despite the initial resistance, paper money eventually became the ideal form of currency for several reasons. First, it was far more convenient and efficient than metal coins. Paper money was lightweight, easy to transport, and could be produced in various denominations, making it suitable for both small and large transactions. Second, paper money facilitated economic growth and expansion by providing a flexible and scalable medium of exchange. The government could issue more currency as needed to support trade and commerce without being limited by the availability of precious metals. This ability to expand the money supply contributed to the flourishing of the Chinese economy during the Song Dynasty. Third, paper money helped to centralize and standardize the currency system. By issuing government-backed notes, the state could exert greater control over the economy, reduce the risk of fraud, and ensure a stable monetary system. This standardization also made it easier for people across different regions to engage in trade, as they could rely on a common currency. How it works in the modern world today, paper money remains a cornerstone of global economies, although its role has evolved with the advent of digital banking and electronic payments. In the modern world, paper money functions as a legal tender, issued by central banks and backed by the government's authority rather than a tangible commodity like gold or silver. The value of paper money is largely based on trust in the issuing government and its ability to maintain economic stability. In most countries, central banks manage the supply of paper money, adjusting it based on economic conditions to control inflation and support economic growth. The transition to a fiat currency system, where money has value because the government declares it so, has allowed for greater flexibility in managing economies but also requires careful regulation to prevent issues like hyperinflation. While digital payments and cryptocurrencies are increasingly popular, paper money continues to play a crucial role in day-to-day transactions, particularly in regions with limited access to digital infrastructure. It remains a tangible symbol of trust and stability.